Welcome. This is Doron Lazarus with Jewish Insights, and I'd like to share with you a meditation to help prepare for the Holy Shabbos. Sometimes going into Shabbos, the Jewish Sabbath, can feel harried, rushed, and stressed. But to take a few minutes and listen to this meditation to uplift your Shabbos preparations week in and week out. Go ahead and find a quiet place to sit. Power down your outside electronic devices and just give yourself a few moments to breathe in and breathe out. Allow any stress or tension that you're holding on to in your body to simply melt away, allowing you to feel totally safe and secure and relaxed. And if you haven't already done so, you can go ahead and close your eyes, relax your eye muscles, and allow every part of you to be fully present for this inner transformation. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to imagine that right now, you find yourself standing on a beautiful mountaintop, surrounded by the majestic hills in the north of Israel. And as you breathe, you can smell that cool, crisp mountain air. The sounds of the wind and the birds in the background. Smell of the trees and the serenity of your surroundings. And I want you to imagine that you're looking out on a beautiful horizon. You have a complete panoramic view in front of you as the sun is setting into the hills, filling the sky up with beautiful shades of red, pink, purple, and blue. So just allow yourself a few moments to be present, to take it in. And as you do, as the sky begins to get a little bit darker, you can notice out of that sun and the horizon that there's another glow that begins to ascend into the forming night sky. And as you pay attention with your body, your mind, and your soul, you see in front of you these three holy Hebrew letters dancing in white flames. You can clearly make out what they are and the contrast in their background as you see the letters Shin, Base, and Tuf, spelling Shabbos. And as you continue to breathe, you allow the power of those letters to resonate within you as your neshama, your soul, harmonizes with the inner power and potential of this holy day and state of rest. As your inner consciousness focuses on that letter Shin, and you allow it to become absorbed within your being, you understand that the Shin has three elements at play, 3 heads that come out of a central point. On the right represents the side of chesed, side of giving and kindness. And I want you to think back at this past week. Where have you excelled in this area? And where perhaps have you fallen short? What would it look like to be a Baal Chesed, a person of kindness, always looking to do for others? What would that look like getting ready for Shabbos with that giving mindset? Giving to your spouse, giving to your children with patience and love and warmth, giving to your community and your guests and those around you. Just allow yourself to be present in that right side, the side of Chesed. As you ask Hashem to open up His side of Chesed as well, and allow yourself to be a holy vessel to receive God's infinite kindness. And as you do, you focus on the left, the side of Din, the side of Gevura, power, discipline. And I want you to think back in this past week, where have you excelled in this area? And what still needs work? Where could you improve? How could you put up boundaries in a healthier way? How could you have created more structure and goals to allow you to accomplish? And I want you to feel the Shabbos with Gevura as well, with self-control and restraint, with Yira, a perception of God's complete power and mastery over the universe and over your life. I want you to open up your right and left hand and feel as both those powers are within you, the side of chesed and kindness and the side of gevura of strength. But I want you to feel even closer that both those powers harmonize within the center of your being, in that central line within that shin, the line of Tiferes, of balance. The line that meets the shin right at that central point of connection. And I want you to feel letting go of any jealousy or any strife, any disconnection or judgment or hatred. And I want you to feel, as you breathe in, a sense of balance, of harmony and love for yourself, from those around you, even those who are so different and perhaps might anger or upset or rile you up. Just let that go. Allow yourself to be in a state of flow and connection. And as you do, you welcome the Shekhinah, Hashem's presence that descends upon the world in the state of Shabbos in such a magnificent way. Feeling at one, fully present, getting ready for a glorious Shabbos. And as you continue to breathe, I want you to bring your inner attention to that letter base. The letter represents the number 2, the letter that represents a home. And I want you to focus in the past on what the strengths of your home has been, and perhaps what needs work. I want you to imagine what you would like your house to be like Erev Shabbos. I want you to imagine what you'd like your house to be like on Shabbos itself. What would you like your family and your children to experience? What would the smells and sights look like? What would the conversations and the songs look like? How would you experience that all together? What would that connection between husband and wife look like in that sacred union? And what would your connection to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the most personal, authentic, and intimate way, as you breathe in and you create space for your beloved right now? And you slowly bring your attention to the letter Taf, a letter that represents the word Tachlis, finality, mission, and destiny. And I want you to feel and think back to this past week. How much was this past week aligned with your Tachlis, your mission here on earth? And how could that be improved? How going into Shabbos could you feel yourself letting go of any of the stress during the week and arriving at a point of conclusion, of closure, finality, and inner peace? Recognizing that every win and loss, every up and down, every celebration and every tragedy has a purpose. And as you begin to enter the Shabbos Kodesh, you tap into your ultimate Tachlis, your ultimate mission, and your ultimate purpose. And allow yourself to be fully present in that moment, fully experiencing Shabbos and walking out of Shabbos elevated, inspired, and connected. It starts with you and your perspective in your home, radiating that sense of inner joy and contentment to yourself and to those around you. You watch yourself with or without this meditation adopting these words, images, and emotions in such a profound way, as you know you have the ability to change, to experience Shabbos in such a beautiful, uplifting capacity every single week. Therefore, you find yourself right now in a state of inner peace, calm, blessing, and serenity. Good Shabbos. And as you're looking to continue on with your preparations today, I want you to take a moment and take a deep breath in. I want you to wiggle your fingers and toes, your hands and your feet, feeling alive, feeling energized and transformed, eyes wide open, ready to adopt this new, fresh perspective, excitement, and happiness in life.